Hello students. Today we will conduct our AutoCAD class in online. I'm using free screen recording software and using my microphone to conduct this class. You can download it from internet and also you can send your works explaining if you face any problem to me using this software. You can send me the file. Uh, so uh, we are starting from the very first class to uh, give you a chance to recap all the commands, all the process we went through using this AutoCAD software. This is the opening window. You can see uh, that I'm using AutoCAD 2014 version, and the file name is still showing drawing1.dwg. That means we have not, or I have not saved the file yet. So to prepare the workspace for your drawing, um, if I go through the previous commands, so let's start like that. At first, we want to change the background color if needed, because if you start the software at first, it may show the black uniform background. So you need to change that because we always print the drawing in paper, which is white. So using the same using the same workspace setting will help you to better understand your drawing. So I'm giving the option command op. I'm using the option command, that op space, then this window will show up, and from this we will change certain settings. From display we will change the colors of the uniform background to white. If it is black, make it white. Also notice that the 2D model space uniform background white. Apply and close. Then from open and save, we will save the AutoCAD version in 2007, so that uh, your file will open in the previous versions. And AutoCAD 2007.dwg, uh, notice that it's that point dwg, not point dxf. The AutoCAD file extension is .dwg, so we will select AutoCAD 2007 drawing.dwg. Then going to the drafting section, um, you can change some points, but we will show it later. From selection tab, you will change the peak box size at the middle of this bar so that the square uh, box looks bigger, and it will help you select any lines easily. And again, from display, we will change the crosshair size, that is the cursor size at the middle, nearly 50. Okay, then we will save the file, Control S. We will give a name of the file. I will advise you to give the name of today, 22 March 2020, and save it in any drive other than C. I am saving it in E drive. I'm making a new folder, renaming it to AutoCAD online class, and then save. So eventually the file name, if you look carefully, that in the upper side of the screen the file name is changed. So we will start the drawing using fixing the window, the fixing the unit of the drawing, that whether I want to draw the draw everything in meter unit or feet unit. So we will go un, that is the unit command, un space, and changing the decimal from architectural, and okay. So I will go now very fast. that we learned about line command L space specify first point means I will click, and then as you see the line is showing angular. I will press F8. Sorry, I will press F8 so that I can draw only orthogonal lines, that means the straight lines. But the background grid is disturbing my drawing, so I can off it anytime using F7 button. Okay, so it's not showing now. Then I will give a dimension now, like 10 feet. Okay, and space. After any command, it will not uh, proceed further if you don't press space. So space means enter. That I have given a dimension. Now I have to press space. It's a big line. You see, you will zoom out to see whether the line has ended, and then maybe 10 feet space again, and in this side 10 feet space, and I can just click to end it. As you see that I can't see the whole drawing because of the zoom in and zoom out issues. So in that case you can use the command z space a space, that means zoom all. Z means zoom, a means all, so z space a space will show you the whole drawing, or manually you can click the toggle button of the mouse twice at the same time to see the whole drawing. So okay, this is the drawing. So now if I want to draw a circle so I will give the command that C space. I need to specify the center point of the circle. Specify means I have to click at some point to start the drawing. If I want to click, if I want to draw that circle here, I will click here, or if I want to draw at the middle, I will click at the middle, and then I will move my mouse to see how big or small it is, and I will give a dimension like, okay, 5 feet. Since the line had 10 feet dimension and the circle radius is 5 feet, so it actually touches the whole line. So this is the circle command. Suppose I want to move this circle, I don't want it here, then I will use the command move, which is M. So AutoCAD command works in two ways. Either you can give the command first and then select the object, or you can select the object and give the command. So if M space is for move, so now it's telling that select object. So I will click that I will um, place the big box on the object, not in between. In between there is nothing. So the object means I have to click on line, and now what to do? I need to place space, and I will select the object and show the direction where, in which way I want the object to move, in the right side or in the left side or in the upside, and I will give a dimension like, okay, I want to move it 2 feet. So it moved from the starting point to right side 2 feet. Then we learned about giving a command hatch. Hatch command was H space. I will select the pick point, this, then I need to place again a space. I can select the hatch type from this window. I can change the scale. Okay, this is the hatch. If I want to edit it, like I don't want the hatch scale like this, I will select the hatch and then press HE, that is hatch edit, HE space. I will change it to smaller one. If I want a smaller scale, that means 1. hatch scale is now less than the previous. And another thing is I can give the command hatch h space, and there is another option below the big point, that is add select object. You can add select object and you can select this object, that okay, I want this object to make a hatch and a space, and I can give maybe another command. Okay, so you see the whole object is hatched. Since a circle is actually a single object, so the whole area is hatched. But for line, if I make a command like this, that line, it is not an object. So if I give a command h space and I can give a select object, this will be nothing because this is not an object. But if I add select object and I click all the lines, then I give the hatch, it works. Okay. Then we learned about the trim command. Suppose from the half portion of the drawing, or I don't want hatch of this part, hatch I don't want in the drawing, and this circle I don't want, then the command will be trim. Trim command is tr double space. I will select the extended part of this object on here. Since this contains hatch, this is actually trimmed up to this part. You see. Again, there was another command tr double space and another was tr single space. Tr single space is for reference trim or reference extend. That means tr single space, I will select that from up to this line I don't want this hatch, so I will select this object first and then I will press space. I will select the extended part. It will take some time. You see, this part is trimmed up to this line. Okay, this is the trim command. Suppose drawing up to this level, you may not be quite sure that whether my drawing dimension is okay or not. Suppose Faisal sent a file in the previous class that drawing contained all the dimension in inch, that I for practice work I gave the dimension in feet, 60 feet, but he has drawn everything in 60 inch, 5 inch, so the scale or changed. So how you can check whether you have drawn the right thing? So if you see in your window, there will be this tab. It's called dimension, and the first line is linear dimension. If you just keep your mouse for some time on the key, then it will show what the command is about. So you can click here and you can click, like, I want the dimension of this line, so I will click this, and you have to move the mouse a little bit upward. Then you may see, okay, there is nothing, but if you zoom, you see, okay, the dimension is in here, 120. It is the 10 feet, but this dimension is very small, so we want to make it bigger. So the command for dimension or edit dimension is d space. It's dimension style manager. So d space, and then you will select modify. I want the text height to be bigger, be 5 inch. You will give smaller, bigger to see what actually happens. Don't be very fixed, like I need to give this dimension or that dimension. You can make it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, anything you want. So text height, I am changing the text height. Okay, close. So it's now bigger. But another thing has happened, that this dimension line is actually touched nearly my drawing line. So Any person may be confused whether this is the drawing line or this is the drawing line. So if there was a certain distance, not this bigger distance from the drawing, then it would be easier. And also this arrow is very smaller, so you can make change all of this at D space, modify. There is symbol and arrows, lines, many options. So from the lines option, I will change the offset from origin. That means the distance from the dimension line. This is the preview window. So what changes you do in here, it will be shown in this preview window. So offset from origin, make it like 2, and then you see this changed dimension 1. Okay, that this dimension changed. Then extend beyond dimension line, make it also like 1, and change the symbol and arrow size to, okay, let's see what changed. After changing, press the set current. Always press the set current and then close. So you see that now the dimension line is little bit have a gap from the drawing line, and the arrow is bigger, but it's showing in inch, not in feet. So I want to change that too. From DS space, modify the primary unit. You see from the primary unit means the drawing unit is actually the primary unit. So the primary unit is still showing decimal format. Make it architectural. Okay, click set current, close. Now it's showing 10 feet. Okay, for dimensioning this is okay for you. You may take a look of the other options at your free time. Okay, now I have drawn a line in here, and I may have drawn a line in here, so I can extend EXWS that I want this line to extend in this way. Extend and trim is very sensitive command. Like if I want to extend this line towards this line, then EXWS space I need to click on the right side of the midpoint of this line so that it extending this way. If I press EXWS space in here, and it will be extending here. So remember that. And also using the extend or trim command, I can press shift to go to another command. Like now I'm in extend command, I can press shift and click to make it trim. Shift, trim, extend, shift, trim, extend. Okay. Now another new command we will learn today, that is the offset. Like if this is your field or if it is a park, then maybe I want a walkway all around this area. So I need a walkway of maybe 2 feet on all the side. So the command is offset is O. You see the command offset O space, and you need to fix the dimension at first. I wanted 2 feet, so 2 feet. Remember the feet button is actually the left button of the enter in the keyboard. Feet space, select object. I want this line in this way, so I will place the mouse in here and then click this line in the right side and click this line in the right side and click this line in the this line in the right side and click. Okay, so you see all the line is offset 2 feet. Check dimension. Yes, it's 2 feet. And then now I want to close the line. Closing the line is actually F space, it is fillet. You can select two line. Again, to go to the last command, we can just press space without giving F space, because within this time we have not given any other command after fillet. So F space, just click on this part you want to fillet. It's like F space, and if you click on here, so that part will be fillet, not this. So if you want to fillet this part, you need to click near this line and near this line. Okay, so this is fillet. Similarly, if there is like two line in here, so you can F space and click this part to make it fillet. So offset, fillet, and trim, extend, this is actually all for your very beginning. You practice it well and go through this recording um, again if you want to clear out whether the command is working or not. And if you face any problem, you can just using the same software, that is screen recorder, you can send me back that this command is not working, so I can give you feedback. Today I'm not taking the class on time, so I'm uploading it before the class, and you practice it and send me the practice file which have these commands, and upload in the Google Classroom sections. I will open an assignment section, that online class 2, and you can upload in there your work. Okay, there is something more we need to learn, that space. I am drawing a line. I am clicking here, and suppose I want to draw up to here and I don't want to give it dimension. So AutoCAD is very good software if you want to take this kind of reference. So I am moving my mouse that I want to end in here, so I will just place my mouse up to this point, and I will come back at my point, and when this cross sign will show, that means the reference has been created, and you have to click. So you see, up to this point this line is drawn. Okay, so if you want to draw any curved line in AutoCAD, the command is SPL. It is the command for spline. Spline is curved line having many editing point. So SPL space, and then you can click. You see, since my F8 command is active, that means only the straight line is active. That's why I cannot draw at my will space to enter the spline. So again SPL space, you see my straight command is active, so I can draw only like um, horizontal and vertical way. So let's off the orthogonal option on F8. Now I can draw as I want. You have to click click to move your line according to your way, and space to enter. This is actually the spline. You can make offset of this spline or space like 2 feet. Okay, so you see this line has been offset, so you can give hatch in different part at peak point. Like this will be my green area. It's not green, it's concrete, so select the green hatch, that is the grass. Okay, let's see, this is the grass, and if it is the pavement, okay, let's edit. Okay, this is the brick pavement, and I want to make the change of the color. So click here. If you see in all of your window, there is this button, but not button, it's actually tab. It is properties tab, where you can change the color of the line or object. You can change the uh, dotted line or different kinds of line, and you can change the thickness of the line. So I'm selecting this hatch and I'm changing its color. Beside this selected color, you can go for select color options and you can change any color you want. Okay, maybe this is the brick color I want, this is the green color I want, and I want this pavement line to be darker, so I am changing it to 0.3. If this does not show the line thickness on in the below, that will show or hide line weight, click here. Now it's showing. In this way you can select or highlight some lines. I'm trimming the part I don't want, sorry. I don't want this extended part. Okay, you can give dimension. I didn't draw it in any scale, but I want to see what is the dimension. So you see this is showing. If you can change the you can also modify that this distance, this will be 2, extended will be 2. So extension is actually this part and offset from origin is this part. Also this fraction, if you don't want, then d space, modify. Primary unit precision is 1/16, make it half, set current, then you will see that fraction is less now. And if you want, no, I don't want to see this fraction, also make it 0, the precision, set current. Now it's showing in full dimension, not in any fraction. Okay, now another command, not command, another option is if I want this line to be different than the single line. So line type control, beside the color control, line type control will allow you. It is showing only 3 lines. Go to other options. From this line type manager, select and click load. Then you will see there are different kinds of line you want. So if you want a dash, okay, it's now loaded. It's loaded, okay. But if you want again, you need to select it now, okay, dash. So if you zoom, this is very smaller scale. So what can you do? You can select and go to modify properties, and from this window modify properties, because I want this line, dotted line, to be visible, so select the line and line type scale here is 1, make it 10. Now you can see the line. Okay, this is all for today. So think about a drawing like this and try to draw using I'm using line command, spline command, offset command, hatch command, and dimension style and line color control thickness. Okay, so this window you see now will be your task for today. You can do or practice in any dimension, in shape, anything, but this command has to be in there: the line, the spline, the offset, the hatch, the dimension, and the line color, line thickness, and line type. Okay, thank you.